So starting the test drive in the IS350 F Sport, of course you get that sport tuned suspension, so this is going to ride, I expect to ride a bit stiffer than just a regular IS, but still comfortable in the seats, and it helps having the heated and cooled seats, and just the material, especially in the center, it has that soft touch feel. Now I will say the blinker stock for the turn signals makes a lot of sense. So just tap it up, you have that the 3 blink, and then you can pull it all the way, and then to turn it off you just pull it down. So it's not like in a lot of blinker systems you pull it down, then the left blinker's going on and you're just trying to turn all the blinkers off. So I like that that's there. But I want to put it into sport mode now and use these paddle shifters. So the shifts are relatively quick. I don't necessarily, it doesn't feel like a dual clutch system where they're snappy, but it gets the job done again. And it does tend to want to do its own thing after a while. And you can just hold that plus paddle to go back into regular drive mode. But we do have an adaptive cruise system here, or radar cruise system, excuse me. So I want to try that out. So having the lane centering and the radar cruise, pretty nice setup. It makes it just that much easier to drive on the interstate. And we're getting right at probably 30 plus miles per gallon. Of course, we're a little under the speed limit, but it can be fuel efficient if you keep your foot out of the gas pedal. Let me just put it that way. And honestly, even in sport mode, having the F Sport suspension is still pretty comfortable ride here. But I'm gonna keep it in the sport mode, and hopefully this truck will get out of the way and I can put my foot down one good time. So I think this car in particular is still bringing around sticker price with this kind of mileage on it. Of course, everything's pretty difficult to find at this point, even as the used car prices start to come back down and new car inventories pick back up. All the nice stuff is still hard to come by, but I really like this car just for how sporty it is, how good it looks, especially in this ultra white paint. Let's give it some throttle here. So it is a naturally aspirated V6. What I like about the engine overall is because it's not turbocharged, it doesn't feel as quick until you get to around 5,000 RPMs. You start to redline, then you're really pulling. And that's pretty enjoyable in a car like this, I think. And again, you're able to get 30 plus miles per gallon highway. It's a good setup. Now, I think one of my dream cars growing up was the ISF, when those came out in like 2007, 2008. And of course those had the naturally aspirated V8s. That, I would love to drive one of those, but even if they put a turbo on something like this, or a twin turbo system, and bring the ISF back, it might be back, I just haven't seen one. But that would be exhilarating, I'm sure. Because even with this F Sport, still a quick car, you just kind of have to get to know it, keep it in sport mode. But I mean, overall, for it to be a Lexus, it's pretty impressive all the way around. But I want to give another huge shout out to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for letting me review this car today. I like being able to kind of see vehicles that people trade in. You might be thinking, why would they trade this car in with 3,000 miles? What do they not like about it? But you know, a lot of people are still flipping cars when they can, as the market comes back down, as the interest rates go back up. But this is still a pretty fun vehicle in my opinion, even just with a naturally aspirated V6 and 8-speed automatic. It drives like a Lexus and it'll probably last like a Lexus, so that's a big plus if you're considering buying a vehicle like this. But I mean, it's a Lexus IS350 F Sport. It's pretty much what I expected. So with that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2023 IS350 F Sport.